Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Oh man. Okay. So H.R. Giger is was, like I said, he died. Was a German artist. And his art is very, in a way, grotesque, but beautiful in a way. You know, it's very dark. You know, like the alien itself, it seems to be biomechanical in nature.
Just tell me where to go, Colin.
Nature mixed with machines. So it's a very different sort of art. And it's, in my opinion, fantastic. You know, all the things that are quote-unquote alien things, he made. He figured out, you know, he was the one who designed...
Don't take kindly to be left out of the loop, Morley. You hear me? I tried to use the dispensary today and found I was locked out. I can't possibly be expected to carry out my duties if you and Lingard cut my access privileges. I have patients who will relapse without that medication, particularly when things on the station are so precarious. I will not see patient care suffer. Consider this a formal warning. And for the record, I do not have a problem. Coleman, out.
And for the record, I don't have a problem. So yeah, he was self-medicating. So, and 16 times in a single week, I think he has a little dependence issue. Little bit of a dependence issue. So.
That's right. Along that corridor.
Okay. So, the alien design is not the only design that he did for film. He also designed the aliens from Species, which honestly I would say is a more inferior design in my opinion. You know, I just don't like it as much. But I really like his art. I really like how it looks. You know, it's nightmarish, but also somehow beautiful. You know, in my opinion. So.
Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the physical keycard too. Morley always kept it on him. Find him.
Warning. Medical facility quarantine breach detected. Warning.
Relax.
Medical facility
I'm just trying to find out what that is.
Okay.
You focus on finding that keycard.
Shit. Yep. And that's the alien showing up. So, we're gonna come back here. So, according to Giger, his art took a lot from nightmares that he had. You know, he would have dreams and then he would draw and or sculpt the things that were in those dreams. And that's where a lot of those things came from. So, you know, yeah, he designed the eggs. He designed the face hugger, the alien. I don't think he, you know, designed the alien queen per se, but I do know that it was based off of his designs, obviously, so it would fit into the universe. But if I remember correctly, he didn't really work directly on aliens. He worked on Alien but I don't think he actually worked on Aliens. And I know for a fact he didn't work on anything after that. But yeah, he... Oh, crap! But look at the backwards knee, the bird-like carriage of the Xenomorph and all that. And honestly, it's brutal. The alien is brutal, but it has a agile, almost... I'm screwed. He's coming for me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nope, that's it. Yep. But as I was saying, the alien has it's definitely a brutal form, but it's a brutal life form, right? But there's a dichotomy to it almost, because it has a very agile, almost feminine look to it. Bird-like and slightly feminine. Although, besides the alien queen, which we attach a female gender to because that's, how it works with our species, but, oh crap. I'm not concentrating because I'm talking. So, we attach a female gender to it. We call it the queen because that's how it works with our species and how it works on Earth. But our, it's not necessarily how that works with them,
Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the physical
So-
keycard too. Morley always kept it on him. Find him.
It's just, I don't know, what am I trying to say?
I'm just trying to find out what that is. You focus on finding that keycard.
Shit.
Basically, the alien is a brutal creature, but it's got a delicate form, even though it isn't delicate. It's a brutal sort of animal. And we attach a female gender to the queen, but we don't see any males. So I'm more inclined to think that they're devoid of gender because they don't need it, because of their life cycle. Inside the egg is a face hugger, and that face hugger implants an embryo in the host, and then it gestates for an indeterminate amount of time. We don't really know how long it gestates, because even an alien, they don't give you how long. We think that Kane sat there for about a day, but there's no real way to be sure. Oh, jeez. It's moving along that hallway. So I'm gonna wait here a bit and let it do its rounds again. Ah, crap. I'm done. It turned around and just walked back. Wow. I did not expect me to still be alive at this point. Okay, it's going back that way, so we're gonna... Sneaky. But, with their life cycle, they don't need gender. Because the The embryo is incubated within a host, and then it comes out as a chest burster, a juvenile alien. Then it becomes an alien warrior over another indeterminate amount of time. Because it isn't set forth, how long that is. It could be 6 hours, it could be 20 minutes. We don't really know how long that goes. We aren't given any sort of... We're not given any sort of timeline on that. There might be in the comics published by Dark Horse, but I haven't read any of those, so I don't know. And I want to read them, but I just haven't coughed up $24 for an omnibus yet. Jeez. This is really good. I'm super scared of him, and that's really, really good. Okay. So... jeez. That's it. That's it. Okay. I think I'm going to hide... by that map. I think I'm also going to come by and try and save again. No. There is no way that I can come back and save. Because I will get... I don't know. We'll try it that way this time. And it'll probably go horribly, but we'll try it. So, they become a warrior, and there are certain facehuggers that hold a queen. Really? Those two shapes are hard to decipher. Come on. There we are. It's that one. And then it's that one. So,
You're there. That's Morley's office.
The
passcode should be in there somewhere.
Yeah. The queen alien will gestate differently because it'll turn into a queen.
Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the physical keycard too.
Yeah, it doesn't go from warrior to queen. It's just born and it's a queen.
Warning. Medical facility quarantine breach detected. Warning.
Relax.
Medical facility
I'm just trying to find out what that is. You focus on finding that keycard.
Okay. So here comes an alien. We're gonna try something a little bolder this time. We're gonna hide under here while it comes out. And we're gonna hope that it doesn't come and eat our faces. I did not expect to be as scared of this guy the second time around. But this, my children, is an alien warrior. A xenomorph warrior. The warrior is usually... well, okay. If you look at Alien 3, the warrior knew that Ripley was carrying a queen alien. That's it. You're getting to see a lot of different death animations, so that's something. I just sat there and didn't make a sound, and then they just came and got me. But, hey. So, the warrior somehow knows that... There it is. Huh. Where does this go? It goes this way? No, it doesn't. It ends It ends there. And it goes up, but there's no climbing, so you can't get up. This is literally just to hide from the alien. I don't think there is an end to it. No, this is a different place. Oh, it just goes around that corner. That's it.
Tragic cases.
So,
Far from the rhythms of Earth, sunrise, sunset, the mind. That's right. Along that corridor.
the warriors protect the queen, so the queen can make more eggs, so the eggs can make more warriors. And that's kind of how they work. It's like a colony. But, you know, how they instinctually know, they seem to have some sort of sixth sense, you know, some sort of instinct that tells them, you know, to protect the queen and all that. Working on their own, they've been seen to put people up on the wall to be used for gestation purposes, but
Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the physical
it's,
keycard too.
yeah,
Morley always kept it on him.
so it's an instinct thing for them to do that, to capture subjects. Yeah, can't go in there.
I'm just trying to find out what that is. You focus on finding that keycard.
Shit.
So, yeah, you know, it's still so cool, though. Look at him come down. They did a thing like that in the first movie, where the warrior was hanging on chains, and then he came down the chains and got Brett, you know, one of the crew members. Where is he? He doesn't even show up on the motion tracker. Yeah, I don't even have a blip. So, yeah, when they did that, they had I don't know what you call a guy who does ballet, but they had a guy ballet dancer, and they had him in the suit, hanging upside down from chains and stuff. And I've actually got a picture of him sitting, you know, in the suit and everything, sitting and, you know, just kind of resting. And the way that he had to do it is he had to sit, you know, like on his toes because of the way that they had it. You know, because the knee goes backwards. So having a dude in a suit, you have to do some wire removal and stuff. So, you know, and the backwards knee helps with the otherworldly look of the Xenomorph. It's just such a great design. Oh my gosh. Though I would have to say the best version of the Xenomorph, because there are several different ones. In the 90s, they went for a more brown look, where in the 80s, he's, you know, black. It's coal black, where in Alien 3 and Resurrection, they have more brown and sepia tones to it. You know, it's a brown alien instead of a black alien. But I would say the best design is the one from Aliens, where things look a little more mechanical. There's more detail in the head. There's, it just looks really, really good. One thing that no one really sees, and I just rewatched Alien, so, I looked for it and I couldn't find it. But in the original Alien design for Alien, the head has a human skull right at the front. Underneath the hard insect-like carapace of the head, there is a human skull-like formation underneath, which is an interesting thing because it seems that xenomorphs take on aspects of their host. And you can see that in Alien 3 because, it moves a little differently. It's a lot more lupine, like a dog. Compared to other aliens that, came from humans, where this one was gestated inside a dog in the original version, though in the special edition, for some reason, they swapped it for an ox. Don't really know why. Honestly, I've watched both versions now. Though I usually watch the special edition version of all 4 of the films when I watch them. Strangely enough, the dog transformation, the dog birthing scene, because they do have a birthing scene where the little the chest burster xenomorph comes out. He has, the scene was a little disturbing, but also he has legs. In 3, it's born with legs, where in every other movie, it's born without legs, worm-like, and then the legs show up afterwards. The legs show up later. Ugh. So, there's a lot of weird continuity and things that don't quite make sense. He's on the other side of the glass. We're going to move on. But the weird thing is, how do you play a stealth game that figures a lot into, hiding and stuff?
You are among friends. The sun is high in the sky. How do you feel?
Pretty bad, because there's a xenomorph. Where is he? I hear him, but I don't have him on my motion tracker at all. I hear him to the right, but I don't see him. This is bad. I'm screwed. There he is. No, he just left. Hiding, 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 hiding. Please don't come and find me. Please don't get me. Oh, jeez. Okay. So yeah, this is basically the psych ward for people who couldn't deal with being in space. And the... Oh, well, the ankle goes backwards. There's like a double knee. So, it goes forwards and backwards. So he had to... The ballerina, the ballet guy, I don't know how to say a male ballerina, but the male ballet dancer literally had to stand on his toes to rest. Okay, so I'm going to hide somewhere because that door will definitely call him over. Oh, there we go. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. No? Really? Okay. Alrighty. Hold on, we're just gonna slip right in here. And that is a human skull with sunglasses, children. Alrighty. I can hear him. Yeah, it scans through walls. It shouldn't be able to do that, but it does. Alright. So... I was talking about something, I know I was. Don't you hate it when you forget what you're talking about? But, you know, it's a thing. But yeah, you know, I've spent like an hour and a half talking about the Alien franchise, but it's a fantastic franchise. You know, it's, in my opinion, one of the best sci-fi franchises out there. And especially one of the better horror franchises, because really, only the first film is horror. Maybe the third film, you could probably include it. Say that's horror as well. Oh, screw that. I'm not going there. Okay, go back in here. Okay. But yeah, you know, only the first and third films could really be said to be horror. Maybe Prometheus. For argument's sake, let's just say Prometheus is a horror movie. But honestly, most of them are not horror. You know, they couldn't be put in that category. Definitely, Aliens can't be put in that category. It's a sci-fi action film. You know, and it straddles all of these different, you know, genres. And different movies are different genres, and it works great, actually. You know, Resurrection and Aliens went with the sci-fi action, and Alien 3 and Alien went for sci-fi horror. And then I would say that AVP is also sci-fi action. But, you know, different movies have different genres, and it works. Honestly, I've never seen another franchise do something like that, because, you know, look at Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a fantasy film. All 6 of them now, because there are 3 Hobbit movies, which it's unfortunate. But, you know, it's true. I would have split it maybe into 2. You know, I could see splitting it into 2, especially with all the stuff that Peter Jackson added in there. That makes sense to split it into 2. But 3, it didn't work as 3. You know, they just ended up adding a lot of filler. Like 90% of the third film was filler. And, you know, it just wasn't great. But all those are fantasy films. All 6 of them are fantasy films. All 7 of the Star Wars films and the 3 or 4 TV shows that they've had have all been sci-fi films. The only other franchise that I've seen that does something similar is Marvel. Marvel has straddled several different genres, and I'm screwed. It just yelled, I know that I'm screwed now. Okay, that's always good. But yeah, Marvel has straddled several different because they look at every character's movies as a different franchise so that they can attack it in a different sort of way. The Avengers films are action.
I promised when I first came here. It's tragic.
Ooh,
A waste of my talents.
I need that. So, well, definitely a med kit instead of a noisemaker. But the Avengers franchise is action. The Iron Man series is sci-fi. Thor is fantasy. Incredible Hulk doesn't have a franchise. There is a movie, and I would say that it's sci-fi fantasy.
Mine has a tendency
No,
to wander
I don't know.
cases. But Morley wasted far too much
Not
time on
it would
I should never have come
be
here.
science fiction, I guess,
I should.
because it has to deal with science and all that. Then you've got Captain America, and Captain America is a thriller, I would say. You know, it's a thriller sort of franchise. You know, all the Captain America movies have been more about political intrigue, except for First Avenger. First Avenger didn't really have much political intrigue, but the Russo-directed ones, Civil War and Winter Soldier, have been, you know, the few of the best entries that they've had, and also, you know, have been, you know, thrillers. But the ability to treat everything as a different franchise, you know, sci-fi comedy for Guardians of the Galaxy, and, you know, treating Ant-Man like a heist film gives them a lot more flexibility. And, you know, like, well, in November of this year, probably, you know, by the time anyone is actually watching this, because it's probably not going to be, you know, the actual airtime, Doctor Strange will already be out. But in this reality,
You focus on finding that key card.
shit, it's not out yet. And I'm really interested to see what they do with Doctor Strange, because they could have a horror sort of tinge to the film. Yeah, there it is. I'm screwed. He's gonna come down and eat my face. I can't do anything about it. Well, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm far enough away. I should be fine. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do with Doctor Strange, especially since they have a horror director working on it. You know, it would be interesting to see what they do with that, because they haven't really encountered much horror in their franchise yet. They did a little bit with Scarlet Witch, surprisingly, in Avengers 2. You know, they had her doing some horror tropey stuff. She did a couple, you know, like super quick movements, like what's her name? Samara from The Ring. You know, where she moved like in they fast forwarded her movement. Oh, I'm screwed. That's it. Yeah. So fast forwarded her movement and, you know, had her hands doing weird things while she was, you know, doing her magic stuff. And, you know, they've done some horror tropey stuff, but now that we're getting more into the magic, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens after that. But I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna save because I think I'm done for tonight. Since I'm uploading these every day instead of weekly like I usually do, it's, you know, I'm gonna be playing again very soon, but honestly, I am having trouble getting past the Xenomorph and I need to just have fresh eyes on it.
This place had such promise when I first came in. It's a tragedy. A waste of my talents.
No? Just still? Please wait? Okay. Let's see if we've got another save station on the map. We do. We'll just go over to that save station. And I know that nothing can touch me right now, so I'm going to run over there to save is. Well, this is not where I want to go. Okay. So I need to go up this hallway this way. Oh, I can't get through here. And it's good to explore this stuff anyway, because then...
Along that corridor.
Yep, along this corridor. Oh no. The other save station is behind that locked door. I think I'm actually going to keep this run back in. Let's see if I can save this time. I've waited a bit. Where is it? Oh, it's on the other side of the room. I ran right past it. Yep, we're going to save again. Just so that that crafted thing stays. So that I keep the med kit.